Not long after the first Sonic the Hedgehog took the world by storm, gaming legend Yuji Naka headed for the United States and began work on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Back in Japan, a team led by Naoto Oshima, who created the Sonic character, began work on their own Sonic sequel for the Sega CD system. Sonic CD is a very unique title. Without Yuji Naka at the helms, the game certainly has its own unique look and feel. It still feels like a Sonic game, don't get me wrong, but there is something special here. Despite being technically limited to just 64 on-screen colors at a time, Sonic CD always appears to be displaying much more. The colors chosen on each stage vary wildly, and the designers left nothing off the table. Even pink is fair game. Each zone is brimming with detail, multiple layers of sprites, and plenty of animation. The controls add two types of spins to Sonic's arsenal. First, you have your traditional spin dash, but a peel-out was also added for even more speed. However, both have to be charged for a few moments before you can, go. In Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and subsequent games, there is no delay. Sonic CD, like all of the 16-bit Sonic games, remains one of the most playable platformers of all time. Where Sonic CD really shines is in the sound department. The game takes full advantage of the CD medium with an awesome score produced by Spencer Nielsen. While a vocal minority denounced the American score as rubbish, these people need to get a life. The soundtrack kicks ass, a lot of ass. Even the stage complete music is epic. Sonic CD follows the same roadmap as the first Sonic game. There are 7 different stages, each divided into 3 zones. The third zone on each stage ends with a battle against Eggman. The zones themselves are massive and likely some of the biggest of all the 16-bit Sonic games. They feature plenty of springs, bumpers, and speed boosts to keep Sonic moving at his blazing pace, along with his trademark loop-de-loops. All 7 feel vastly different from each other as well. From the trademark first level filled with green grass and tropical shrubbery, to the final stage featuring Eggman's trademark booby traps, and everything in between. But perhaps my favorite part of Sonic CD are the different battles with Eggman. Each battle is very different and unique. One stage will have you battling a giant mech, and another will have you trapped in spinball hell, to another rather ingenious battle having you leap on moving rocks to reach Eggman's height, and even a race against Metal Sonic himself. Sonic CD's bonus stages show off some of the additional horsepower found in the Sega CD as well, sporting a Mode 7 style playfield. Your goal is to maneuver the course and destroy 6 UFOs before time runs out. About the only flaw here is that touching the water reduces your time at an alarming rate. I actually hated these bonus stages when I was a kid, but now I find them enjoyable. It's a nice showcase for the hardware, and the controls work well. The ultimate goal of the bonus stages is to collect all 7 time stones. About the only thing left to talk about is the time travel aspect of the game. You start each zone in the present, but can travel to the past or future by passing the appropriate signpost and gaining enough speed. Traveling in time changes the music and the color palette. Generally, I find this gimmicky, but the past does use the original Japanese tracks, if you're into that sort of thing. Also located in the past are Eggman's machines. If you find and destroy these in the first 2 zones of a stage, the third stage will feature a good future, complete with a pleasant color palette and free of any enemies. This is a Sega CD game, and it wouldn't be complete without some FMV. Thankfully, the FMV is regulated to the game's opening and end, and not an integral part of the game. It's also well done too, using the 16 color limitation to its advantage, rather than biting off more than it can chew. Overall, Sonic CD is my favorite of the 16-bit Sonic games. From the beautiful graphics, the clever level design, balanced spin dash, awesome boss battles, and one of the greatest game soundtracks of all time, it's tough not to fall in love with Sonic CD. I give this game a perfect 5 out of 5.
Keep you running back.